What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm D.Knight, and is there any hope?
Cause it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Yeah, it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Can't stop my hustle. No, you can't stop my shine. I ain't come to make no friends. I just came to get what's mine.
And we are back with the Dolphins as we stand at 2-7 and dead last in the AFC East. We just can't seem to get things going this year. Once again, our offense, 30th overall, just not making any strides. I do chalk it up to our quarterback play. Dave Sands actually has been rather impressive when we watch him, but not so good in the sims. So definitely a terrible situation to be in. Our defense, however, has started picking it up a little bit. They are 10th overall ranked so far this year. So our defense, we already know, is going to continue to get better, continue to dominate, but our offense needs to progress. We have weapons. We can't seem to get them the ball. Philip Lindsay is doing a pretty good job. He is a free agent after this year. So we have a lot of questions to answer, and we can't seem to get it done. But for this episode, we are going to get through Week 11 through Week 13. And we are actually going to be watching the Week 13 game against Von Miller, Tua Tags, and the Denver Broncos. But first, I wanted to see if we could negotiate some contracts. We do have about $80 million in cap space, and Lorenzo Neal is not interested in re-signing with us, which is a shame. So I think we are going to go after Christian Wilkins here. We're just going to give him the base offer right off the bat. And maybe it's a little bit expensive. It's going to take him until he's 30 years old. But I think it's definitely worth it. Let's see if he ends up signing. He will. And then I also think that we are going to try to get a contract going here with Darren Paulo. I do believe that it's a little bit too expensive for what he has put on the field. But we don't really have a guard to kind of go into his spot. Trey Smith is going to be taking over for Connor Williams next year, and he'd like a better salary. Of course you would. Oh, you money grubber. You haven't even played all that well, but we're probably going to end up signing him. But let's see if we can beat the New England Patriots, who are just one game better than we are, but we are heading to Gillette Stadium. Let's see if we can get a win. And we end up getting a win at Gillette Stadium in overtime, 28-22 over the Patriots. We gave up almost 500 offensive yards, 400 through the air. Not great for the defense, but our offense, almost 400. 127 rushing yards, 259 passing yards, so we did everything that we needed to do. The Patriots did turn the ball over 2 times to our 1. So, hey, we're on the board. We actually have now caught them. Isaac Hunter, who is their quarterback, had 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 396 yards, but he was sacked 4 times. Dave Sands on the other side, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 259 yards, but no sacks. Our line is doing what it needs to be doing. On the rushing end, Philip Lindsay, 18 for 69, no scores. Royce Freeman, 15 for 52. Nyheim Hines, 9 for 41 with the score. Hunter, 5 for 17. Trey Ragas, 7 for 13 with 2 touchdowns because he's a touchdown hawk. And then receiving, we couldn't slow down the tight ends. Dalton Schultz had 9 catches, 102 yards. And Keel Harry, 6 for 85. Seth Williams, 6 for 83 and a score. Devontae had 7 for 79. Josh Gordon, 6 for 62 and a score. Adrian Hardy, 3 for 41. Freeman, 3 for 40. Shark, 3 for 38. Gesicki, 3 for 33, but that ever elusive touchdown for him. And then defensively speaking, Baker, 13 tackles. Pratt, 11. Raekwon had 10. And TFLs, Curtis Weaver had 3, but no sacks. That's what's important. McMillan and Hargrave had 2. And then our sacks, Josh Sweat again, 2.5 today. He does very, very well rushing the passer. And McMillan, Wilkins, and Williamson all had a half. And then the interceptions go to Raekwon, Jerome Baker, and Keanu Neal. So our linebackers can't seem to cover tight ends all that well, but they are getting a decent amount of interceptions. And now it's week 12, and we have the AFC East leading Buffalo Bills at an 8-2 record. One of the best teams in the AFC East and AFC, I guess I should say. Good gracious. So I do believe that we are going to negotiate just a little bit more for Paulo, just because we do have the money to spend. He wants a better salary. Let's jack that up a little bit here. Lorenzo Neal is still not necessarily interested. That's a good offer. So Paulo is going to be coming back. A young, good player. Hopefully he can play pretty well guard-wise. Nobody else really interests me all that much to try to bring back. Maybe Justin Jefferson here in a couple of weeks or so. But I really want to have good money to go after a quarterback in free agency, because that's exactly what we need to do. But let's see if we can get a win against the Buffalo Bills. It's going to be a very tough game for us, but at least we're at home, which we are 2-3. So hopefully we can get this upset win. And we end up getting throttled at home by the Buffalo Bills. They almost racked up another 500-yard game against us. Our defense has really taken steps back. And, I mean, we only had one turnover, so it's not terrible. Our offense, 300-some yards. So we need to be able to be in these games. They got 220 yards rushing on us, and another 250 passing. Our defense really needs to step it up. I don't really know exactly what's going on, why they can't seem to put it together. But offensively speaking, only 60 yards on the ground. We definitely had to throw it. But again, we found ourselves down early and often this entire game. As for the stats, Josh Allen, 254 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. Dave Sands actually did not perform bad. 241 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. I mean, that's not terrible. That's a really good stat line. But Kareem Hunt went off. 161 yards and 3 touchdowns. Why is our run defense so bad all of a sudden? Allen scrambled for 36. Hines had 4 for 26. Lindsey had 7 for 24. Darius Geis even got a touchdown. What happened to our rush defense? It is just non-existent. Mike Gesicki, 7 catches for 81 yards and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, who just destroys us every time we watch him play, 8 catches, 73 yards and 2 scores. Deshaun Hamilton, 4 for 52. Zay Jones, 5 for 49. Adrian Hardy got a touchdown on 4 catches, 47 yards. Cutie had a touchdown, 4 catches, 33 yards. And then Austin Hooper as well, 3 catches, 31 yards, and a score. Defensively speaking, Devondre Campbell had 10 tackles. Xavier McKinney was our leader with 8. But we already know that our defense has really been stinking up the place. TFL, McMillan had 1, Fuller 1, Wilkins 1, and Julius Haynes also had 1. And for the sacks, Ngakoue had 2, Edmonds had 1, Calebon, Chason had 1, Robertson had 1, Foster had 1, Sweat again had 1. So we gave up a lot of sacks this game. Xavier Howard had a pick at least, and then Deshaun Barlow. So yet another disappointing loss to the AFC East, and we're actually more higher rated than the Bills. And I mean, the Broncos were way better than overall speaking, so I'm not exactly sure why Madden hates me so much. They're just not giving us any love whatsoever. But I did want to negotiate before we end up jumping into that game as well. I do think that this 2-year, $5.8 million offer to Justin Jefferson is pretty solid. So we are going to make that baseline offer. See if he ends up taking it. He does, so he will be back for our kick returning. For AMJ, I'm still kind of on the skids about him. I'm not sure. I mean, 71 overall. He plays very well, but he's always getting hurt. So I'm not sure if that's something that we are definitely going to go after. But let's jump into this game against Von Miller and Tua Tags and the 6-5 Denver Broncos, who have not been doing very well this year. But we have them at Hard Rock Stadium. Let's get a win.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They're losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well.
We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He's crossing. He's checking.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Ready. 50 to Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Slam.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Great penetration as they stuff that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
To throw on third down. Sands, that's complete to Hines out of the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sands. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Big rip.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
This is Hines. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. That's a gain of 7.
On 3rd and 2, Sands. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4.
They've shown improvement because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
It's about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
I'm coming. Check 31, check 31.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Sands. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. On 1st down, Sands. That one complete. He finds Shark. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for them here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2nd and 13. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. On 3rd and 2, Sands. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
To react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
With the offensive line, they can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. From the gun on 3rd down. Sands over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Throwing on 1st down. Sands. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run with Hines. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Just speed right past him.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Men's on 2nd and 15. Here's Lindsey fighting through. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Sands. This is brought in by Hardy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Touchdown passes. To throw on 2nd down, Sands. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. 6 near midfield. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They go counter with Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 9 now. It's caught by Aguilar. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed.
Now blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd and 10. That'll be complete to Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half.
Before, a lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sands looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sands. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it is the Jets who have the lead late in the second quarter. The Jets trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on second down. Sands looking middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Sands. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. but at least it's 4th down. Position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. At the 38. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now it's Lindsey, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 3rd and very long. Draw play. This is Hines. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Jackson, 2 touchdown passes thus far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They run again with Breida. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. They run with Breida. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. It's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Back to throw here. They'll They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Broncos.
Let's go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now it's Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
He's checking.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And it's caught by Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st and 10.
Check safety.
On the delay, here's Hines. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Sands. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And this is Parker, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37 territory at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun, Sands. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Sands. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
I'm coming back.
At the 13-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 13. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kiki QT. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Switch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And now this throw complete to Washington. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 28. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Here's Hines. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. We come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down. Another run by Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Bold, here we go. On third down, Sands. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one is right through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13. So the Broncos now down by 7. And time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Broncos in the hurry up, trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
They can't hang with us.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. He's coming.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they take a knee. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Come on, set 70, Indy. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Deep grip.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Miami, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
And we end up getting the win 13-6 against Tua Tags Broncos. Not a lot of offense in this one, but our rushing game was there. 118 yards on the ground. Through the air, 172. We did give up a couple of sacks. We actually played very good defense here, so it's very interesting seeing between the games and the simming just how different these teams are and how awful we play in sims and how good we actually play when we watch. But our defense looked really good. Sands didn't turn the ball over. I mean, he wasn't terrific, but he was a game manager and did very well. But we still have a lot of questions to answer. As for the stats, Sands, 191 yards and a touchdown. Phillip Lindsay had 81 yards of all-purpose. Devontae Parker, 5 catches for 69 yards. And then Jerome Baker and Avery Young had the interceptions of tags. Tua had 182, no touchdowns, 2 picks. Nelson Aguilar, 6 catches for 55 yards. And Von Miller had 4 TFLs and 1 sack. So not a bad episode as we end up winning 2 out of 3, but really got smacked in the mouth by the Buffalo Bills. So what we need to do next is take a look at our upgrades and our updated draft board. Starting the upgrades here with our boy cornerback Jair Alexander. We're going to go into slot for him, try to get him closer to the scheme fit, but he plays really, really well. Doesn't quite have the interceptions he had last year. Cornerback Xavier Howard, we're going to go into slot for him. That does get him up to an 85 overall and a scheme fit once again, but regression is going to continue to happen. He gets a deal done and he gets an upgrade here this episode, but right guard Darren Paulo, we're going to go into agile for him, get him up to an 82 overall. He's definitely continuing to progress, but he was pretty awful his rookie year. Starting strong safety Xavier McKinney, we're going to go into run support for him, keep him as that scheme fit, bumps him up to an 81 overall. Right outside linebacker Merlin Robertson, so close to an 80 overall. He's going to get up to a 79, but he is a very good pass rusher. Center Tommy Saxton, we're going to upgrade and we're going to go into agile. We're going to try to get him up to that scheme fit because you get more experience points, and that's what we're looking for to progress. Slot cornerback Avery Young, we're going to go into slot continuously and get him up to a 78 overall. He might have to end up starting here soon because Xavier and Howard's contract is running a little bit out of years. Middle linebacker Lakia Henry, we're going to go into field general for him. That does actually get him to a scheme fit. He doesn't go up in overall, but his contract's coming to an end here shortly. It's like we just talked about this guy, but left guard Trey Smith gets one, and we're going to go into Agile, get him up to a 76 overall. He's now in the green, and he's ready to start. Another upgrade here for starting quarterback Dave Sands. We're going to go into Strong Arm. I think he's going to be a very good backup quarterback, but I don't think he's really a starting caliber type. Tight end Trey McKinney, we're going to go into Vertical Threat. Every time he's able to get on the field, he does produce. Does bump him up to a 71 overall. 1-year pro quarterback Rowan Meredith continues to get better, and he's going to go into slot, get him up to the yellow 70 overall with +2 man coverage. Defensive tackle Bravion Roy continues to grind it out. He's so close to 70 overall. We're going to go into run stopper for him and gets him up to a 69. Now let's take a look at the updated draft board. We are once again looking in the second round for any other options other than Nicholas Bolton. Starting here with junior cornerback Javier Thomas, 6'1", 181 pounds out of South Carolina, a man-to-man type cornerback with B- man coverage, C awareness, C- zone coverage. But his talent is mid-first round, and he's projected in the mid-second round. He looks pretty decent at South Carolina, just a great defense over there. 2 picks, 48 tackles, 8 TFLs, a sack, 3 deflections, and 1 forced fumble. I think this guy could be a very good slot to outside cornerback. Or we can look at number 4 defensive tackle junior Tremont Powers, a 6'3", 308-pounder out of North Dakota State. He loves to stop the run. He's got good power moves, play rec, and hit power. Talent is late first round, but again, he had the old FCS talent level. He did have 5 sacks, 12 TFLs, 42 tackles, and 3 forced fumbles. I think this guy could be a big-time player in the NFL. Or we could go with number 5 defensive tackle junior Dion Paul, the 6'2", 296-pounder out of BYU. Another run-stop archetype with great tackling, power moves, and pursuit. His talent is actually mid-first round with late second round talent or late second round projection. This guy could be awfully good, but he didn't have really great stats with BYU. 2.5 sacks, 9 TFLs, 32 tackles, and a fumble recovery. The team and the defense was not very good. I don't think he was part of the problem. Alright guys, that is where we have run out of time. When we come back, we will get through week 14 and 15. We have the Eagles and the LA Chargers on the schedule. Should be a couple of good games, but this team is so inconsistent. Who knows if we're going to win? Who knows if we're going to lose? We're just such an interesting team. But thanks again for watching, and as always, stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next episode. D.Knight, out.
They thought it was a game till I came back with that win over time. I've been working, now I'm back at it again. Now we ain't finished what you thought that was the end.